So it's raining. I did not know it was raining, so I went downstairs to go outside, but I can't do, well, I could do that technically, but I'm not going to do that because it's raining. So, shout out to Kim, who contacted me through Discord. I've had 2 people contact me from my YouTube channel to my Discord. One of them was a gay femboy who has a boyfriend ASMR playlist, so I'm pretty sure he only DM'd me to get me to do boyfriend ASMR or something. Obviously, I unadded him within approximately, that's about 5 seconds. Added him, checked bio, unadded him. But then this new person, she is a different person. And I know 2 things about her, at least attributes about her, not things in general regarding her speech or association with me. Now, I could go into how talking to her / you, if I'm talking to her, or you, if I'm talking to you, then I'm talking to you, but then all that stuff. But I made a video on that. It's in my Useful Walk and Talks playlist, and it is called Intended Audience. If I haven't already put a timestamp on it for easier access to the topic, then I will. And I will, if I'm not too lazy, link it in the comments. Wow, that rain really just came out of nowhere. I'm glad I didn't go out there. Today I drove to Cartersville, got my drink, drove to the gym, rock climbed, drove to the chiropractor. Well, I didn't drive to the chiropractor, unfortunately, but I went to the chiropractor, got to chiropracted, and really what inspired my most recent short called Think, which is surprisingly, I know, about thinking. Oh, wait, hold on, I need to adjust this. So I basically put clips on both sides to lessen the amount of light that comes through the edge, especially because it's hot when I'm sitting there. So you lift this over the edge. There we go. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. Perfect moment. So, Kim just contacted me through Discord because I just saw the notification appear. So now, as I love messing with time and how it's in the present for me, but when you're watching this in the past, this is in the past, but hold on. Okay, so this is really interesting because if I message her now, so as the viewer, you know, in my time, she doesn't know I'm making this video yet, but there is so much to the complexity of this, but okay, you know, I'll let her watch the video. I'll let you watch the video, because I assume you will. Very high chance. And I hope you are not like every other person who contacts me and then they are gone. Now, there's a lot to talk about in perspective. Perception is reality. In one video where I talked too much and I got tired, I said perspective is reality, which has a similar idea, and perspective is a synonym. The one thing about synonyms that's kind of funny is synonym doesn't just mean exact same meaning, it means similar. Well, really, synonym can vary. Any word that has a similar meaning or exact meaning. So a synonym doesn't always mean it's the exact same thing. Though people will treat every synonym as the exact same. Say, see, this is a synonym, it means the same thing. No, it doesn't. It can mean a similar thing. Also, in today's question of the day on that device over there called an Echo Dot, if I said her name, then she would turn on, and I want that to happen. She has a puzzle of the day, and you can look into that if you want, but basically you have to guess words and then a theme based on the words. One of the words, and I don't know how I didn't get this. To be fair, the wording was not perfect, but I'll just reword it. Basically, a situation that is stressful, complicated, and hard to deal with. That is a more accurate way than what she said. 11 letters, and we did so bad that even with the first 3 letters revealed, we couldn't get it. P-R-E. So P-R-E, 11 letters, a situation that's hard to deal with. And I was like, I'm in and the word is so insanely obvious, I don't know how I didn't get it. A predicament. A predicament. It's not that hard to guess that. Yet I failed. So at the gym, I did a new climb. It was fun. Also, one thing I've been enjoying doing lately is Basically, I just leap forward and both hands forward in a sort of push-up-ish position. I leap and then just catch myself and push myself back up. Not like jumping back up, but, you know, not falling forward. It's just kind of fun to dive forward and catch yourself. It's interesting because the sort of light version of that is where you're not on a hard surface. On my room is like, this is so shaky because it's such with the low-quality house that literally just by pumping my arm down, I can shake things. So, yeah, it's clearly not the best. And if I fell down and caught myself, it'd be massive impact. But on a super hard and stable or soft surface, you just fall forward, just fall down like a door and catch yourself. So that's one version of it, but leaping forward and catching yourself, that's a fun one. Now, to mess with that perception thing again, just got a notification telling me she likes anything horror. So, I don't, like really, what does one do with such an interesting time thing? Now for her, or slash you, of course, or this observer, let's go with this observer, make it a more objective approach, not a direct. So, for this observer was aware of when she sent the message, and when watching this, she was aware of the general distance in time between when she sent it and when the video was made. And through this, she can infer, based on when the video was uploaded, based on when it was sent, she can connect the dots, realize I was making a video while she sent the message. Which is really not that complicated in theory, but it is so fun. I also thought of a super simple challenge. It's not that complicated, but it's just a fun little puzzle. So, suppose your numbers 0 through 9, or 1 to 10 to make it easier. And basically, the rules are, you have one person guessing, one person who chooses a number. So you choose a number, and after 2 guesses, you have to change the number to something else, and you can't change it back to something you already did. So if you chose 1 the first time, after they guess 2 times, you change it. After they guess 2 times, you change it. And you repeat this until they guess the number. So what is the minimum amount of guesses for a 100% success rate to guess the number no matter what, without fail? What is the minimum number of guesses needed? You can pause now to think about it. It really isn't that complicated. You could probably think of the strategy already. And if you jump to a conclusion and guess the strategy, then you might want to refine that, because I presume there's a pretty high chance that you guess the strategy mostly correct, but not fully. Because there is one thing I initially considered, but it's not a 100% chance of getting it in the lowest amount of tries. So you can think now, and the answer is 18. What you do is alternate 2 numbers. Doesn't matter what they are, but no matter what, they will close in on your 2 numbers, and you will get them in, at the very most, 18 tries, with a 100% success rate. Now, your first guess may have been guessing the same number over and over, but then that'd be just wasting one of them, so that could result in taking longer to guess. Yes. What else to say? What is there to say, really? Not much, is there? Well, everything is to say. We can say whatever we want. You know, sometimes I'm fascinated when I see the amount of sentences you can cut short is quite fun. When you see, or when you don't see. When you do, when you don't. When you do, when you don't. Sight. It's an amazing thing. When I was younger, I used to be fascinated at how cameras could replicate what our eyes can do, but now I'm just fascinated by what our eyes can do in general. They operate in principle the same way, one biologically, one mechanically. And they are both fascinating, as is everything God creates. Under the sun. Everything we do under the sun. Ecclesiastes. So, now, whoa, 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I did not think I've been talking for that long. Goodness gracious. What was the longest segment of this? I can't think of any one thing that I talked on for quite a long time. I guess it really was just varied. Odd. But anyways, to round it off nicely, I'll wait for 10. So, God bless you. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, adios.